Dear students of BSc 4th semester, myself Dr. Uzma Parveen. In this same, I will teach you inorganic chemistry. So today we will start chapter first, chemistry of elements of first transition series. In this chapter, you will have to study general characteristic features of D block elements and properties of elements of first transition series. These properties includes ionic size, atomic size, metallic properties, ionization potential, magnetic properties and oxidation state. So, let us first see what is the position of D block elements in periodic table. So, as you can see in this image, this yellow portion indicates the D block elements, which lie between the S block elements and P block elements. Or you can say the D block elements are located in the middle of the periodic table and consist of metals only. It consists of 4 series and each series consists of 10 elements. In these elements, the last electron enters the d orbital of the penultimate shell. That is, the last electron goes to n-1 d orbital. Hence, these elements are named as D block elements. These elements have partially filled d subshells in their elementary form or in their simple ions. The D block elements are also called as transition elements because these represents a transition from highly electropositive S block elements to least electropositive P block elements. So as you can see, D block elements lie in between the highly electropositive S block to least electropositive P block elements. So transition elements are also named indicating their positioning and transition of properties between S and P block elements. So all the transition metals are D block elements, but all the D block elements are not transition elements. So classification. So now we have discussed what are the D block elements and what are the transition elements, and these D block elements lie between S block and P block elements, and they occur in the 4th and subsequent periods, and all contains incomplete D subshell. Now we'll discuss about the classification of D block elements. As you can see in this picture of periodic table, based on whether the last electron goes to 3d, 4d, 5d or 6d orbital, D or D block elements are classified into 4 series. Getting it? As we have discussed earlier that the D block elements are the elements in which last electron enters into the d orbital of the penultimate shell. So based on this, whether the last electron goes to 3d, 4d, 5d or 6d, so these D block elements are classified into 4 series: 3d series, 4d series, 5d series and 6d series. So 3d series or scandium to zinc, it is also called as first transition series, ytterbium to cadmium, second transition series or 4d series. In this last electron enters into the 4d orbital, and in the 5d series or third transition series, the last electron enters into the 5d orbital, and 6d series or you can say fourth transition series, in which last electron enters into the 4d orbital. So now we'll discuss about the electronic configuration of D block elements. In the transition elements, d orbitals of penultimate shell are successively filled, isn't it? This d orbital is successively filled. The first transition series, this is called penultimate shell because ns orbital is filled first and then electron enters into the n-1 d subshell. So the first transition series involves the filling of 3d orbitals. 3d first series involves the filling of 3d orbitals and then 4d, then 5d, 6d. It starts from scandium and goes up to zinc, that is scandium 21 to zinc atomic number 30. And in case of second transition series, it also includes the 10 elements from yttrium to cadmium. So you can see the general electronic configuration can be given as n-1 d 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2, which indicates n-1, it may be 3d, 4d, 5d. If this is 4s, then this will be 3d. 4, n is equals to 4, 4s, and this will be 4 minus 1. So this will be, if this is 4s, then it will be 3d. So first 4s will be filled and then 3d. Electrons enter into the 3d. And if this n is 5s, then this will be 4d. 6s, 5d. 7s, 6d. So n minus 1 d capacity of d orbital is maximum 10 electron it can occupy. So 1 to 10 electron it can be occupied. So s orbital can accommodate 2 electrons. So this is the general electronic configuration of d block elements, n-1 d 1 to 10 and s 1 to 2. So for first transition series, what will be the general electronic configuration? 3d 1 to 10, 4s 1 to 2. For second transition series, 4d 1 to 10, 5s 1 to 2. For third, 5d 1 to 10, 6s 1 to 2. Fourth transition series, 6d 1 to 10, 7s 1 to 2. So this is all about the electronic configuration. Now we'll discuss about the general electronic or general characteristic features of d block elements. So all the transition elements are metals. Since the number of electrons in the outermost shell is very small, they are hard and malleable and ductile in nature. All malleability and ductility, all these are the metallic properties or metallic character. So the formation of colored ions. Most of the transition metal elements or most of the transition metal compounds are colored in their solid or solution form. The color of transition metal ions is due to the presence of unpaired electrons in it and the energy gap between two energy levels in the same d subshell is very small. Because of this small energy level, electron can transit from one energy level to another. So transition occurs very easily, hence they show the color. Hence very small amount of energy is required for excitation of electrons from one energy level to other. The energy can be easily provided by the visible region or visible light region. The color observed correspond to the complementary color of the light absorbed. And it is noted that zinc, cadmium and mercury do not form any colored compounds because of the absence of vacant d orbitals to which electrons can be excited. So because of absence of unpaired electrons also, they are colorless. Now D block elements also shows the variable oxidation states, variable valencies in their compounds. This property is due to the reason is that this property is of showing variable oxidation state is due to these elements have several n-1 d and ns electrons, and the energy of n-1 d and ns orbitals are fairly close to each other. Because of this, the electron can move from one level to another, and they show the variable oxidation states. And atomic and ionic radii of transition elements are smaller than those of the p block elements and larger than those of the s block elements. Catalytic properties. Most of the d block elements like nickel, palladium, platinum and their compounds are used as catalyst. The catalytic activity of transition metals is due to the reason they show a variety of oxidation states and thereby can form intermediate products with various reactants. And another reason of showing the catalytic property is that they are also capable of forming interstitial compounds which can adsorb and activate the reacting species. Interstitial compounds means they have a cavity in their crystal lattice, so it acts as active site, and because of this they show the catalytic property. Some examples of catalysts are iron molybdenum act as a catalyst in synthesis of ammonia by Haber's process, and vanadium pentoxide is used for the catalytic oxidation of SO2 to SO3. Magnetic properties. Magnetic properties of a substance are determined by number of unpaired electrons present in it. So on this basis there are two main types of substances: paramagnetic substances and diamagnetic substances. The paramagnetic character arises because of the presence of unpaired electrons. Paramagnetic substances are the substances which are attracted by magnetic field, and diamagnetic substances are the substances which are repelled by magnetic field. And diamagnetic character arises because of the absence of unpaired electrons. So the most of the transition elements and their compounds are paramagnetic in nature, and they are attracted by the magnetic field. Greater the number of unpaired electrons in the substance, greater is the paramagnetic character. The magnetic character of a substance is expressed in terms of magnetic movement. So as we have seen that these D block elements contains unpaired electrons, so mostly these are the paramagnetic in nature. Now, property of complex formation. The cations of D block elements have a strong tendency to form coordinate complex compounds with certain molecules like carbon monoxide, NH3, all these and ions like fluoride, chloride, cyanide. All these ions are called as ligands, and their tendency to form the complex is due to the two reasons: because of the small size and high positive charge density. Because of these two reasons they form the stable coordinate complex compounds, or you can say coordination compounds. And also because of the presence of vacant n-1 d orbitals which are appropriate energy to accept the lone pair of the which are capable to accept the lone pair of electron from the ligands for bonding with them. D block elements also form some compounds of vital industrial importance like potassium dichromate and potassium permanganate. And also these transition metal elements forms alloys with each other. This is because they have almost similar size and the atoms of one metal can easily take up position in the crystal lattice of the other. Hence, they form